the level of detail on Ghost of Yotei via PS5 Pro is truly stunning. The amount of detail that I see, I couldn't see it on the base PS5. And believe me, I compared it to the base PS5. There's a difference. And the difference is the level of detail that you see in the distance, the vegetation, just everything looks more vivid and much sharper and just more stunning. And I look, I hope you guys are watching this in a 4K TV, and I know it's compressed YouTube videos, and I'm doing the best I can here to record this in the best possible 4K format that I can record. But until you see this on your 4K TV, you truly don't know just how good this is. Yes, it's true. You're going to need a really good 4K TV to appreciate this. Uh, but what I'm experiencing here with PS5 Pro is truly remarkable. Now, just like Digital Foundry has actually explained, not every third-party developer is going to utilize the power of PS5 Pro like the Sony studios. Of course, Wolverine is going to look great because it's, a PlayStation exclusive. Um, but third-party studios, that's always going to be tricky because some third-party studios they're not going to put too much effort. They might just turn on the PSSR and let the AI scaling do its job. See, this is different. Like, this is a exclusive, so PlayStation exclusive will always look the best on PS5 Pro because they're Sony game studios. So they will utilize the full potential and full power of PS5 Pro. You can't expect third-party developers like Assassin's Creed Shadows looks good. Don't get me wrong, looks good, but when you compare it to Ghost of Yotei, I mean, it's like you can't even hold a glass of water, dude, because Ghost of Yotei, it's just better in every which way because they're the Sony studios, gaming Sony studios, PlayStation gaming studios are utilizing the power of this console. You know, look at the detail of that horse, man. Just unbelievable. Um, yeah, this is remarkable. It really is. So just like Richard says on Digital Foundry, third-party developers, you can't expect much because are they really going to put much effort on utilizing the PSSSR to unless Sony has a partnership with them or something, or unless Sony pays them? You know, it would be nice if third-party developers would take full advantage of PS5 Pro, but that's always going to be, I think, one of the issues when it comes to third-party developers. Like, how much of effort are they going to put in utilizing the power of PS5 Pro? While, of course, PlayStation exclusive, like God of War, the upcoming God of War, and Wolverine, of course, will look remarkable. Will look remarkable, and it does look remarkable. But that's because it's a PlayStation Gaming Studios. And that's something that I like am a little bit worried about. Like, can we expect to see more third-party studios take the advantage of PS5 Pro? I mean, if you look at like uh, First Light, James Bond, you know, they're taking advantage of it. If you look at Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed Shadows, they're taking advantage of it. I mean, there are developers out there, third-party developers, who are taking the advantage of PS5 Pro, but are they using a full potential of PS5 Pro? Probably not, because they're not getting paid by Sony to do so. While Sucker Punch and Santa Monica Studios and Insomniac Games, they are part of the PlayStation gaming studios, so they are going to take the full advantage. Look, this is like my fourth game, but then look at Konami and Silent Hill 2. That's going to be my next game that I want to test. So I still have a lot of third-party games to test. Believe me, there's a lot of games I need to test. But so far, what I have experienced, the most impressive so far, it's Ghost of Yeti. Spider-Man looks great. It looks great. Assassin's Creed Shadows for a third party looks pretty good. I haven't tried Silent Hill 2. I also have to try Gran Turismo 7. I heard Gran Turismo 7 is really good. I also have to test PlayStation VR 2 with Gran Turismo 7 to see how the PlayStation VR 2 looks, because there is an update for PlayStation VR 2. They removed the foveated view to make it more cleaner and sharper, so I want to see how that looks on PlayStation VR 2. Gran Turismo 7 certainly is next on my list. And then there's so many other games. I mean, dude, I also want to test Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 to see how well PlayStation VR 2 runs with PS5 Pro. That's what I really want to see. Like, how well does the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 runs with PlayStation VR 2? So, believe me, there's a lot of tests that I have to go through. I'm not even scratching the surface, but so far, I'm impressed, and that's the whole point of this video. Is so far what I have experienced is pretty impressive. But as I said earlier on my videos, I said you will need a good television to take the advantage of this. This is very important. If you buy a very cheap TV for like $400, right? If you buy a cheap Walmart TV for $400, what do you expect? There's no point of connecting a PS5 Pro to like a cheap $400 Walmart TV. Might as well just stick with the regular PS5. So PS5 Pro, it's a upgrade, really. And I think that's what Mark Cerny was really talking about. It's really an upgrade for those of you. It's an option. You know what? Let me put it to you this way. And I'm getting closer and closer to this verdict. I'm getting closer and closer to a verdict of what Mark Cerny, I think maybe Mark Cerny might have said it. It's really intended for those of you who want to take the full advantage of your 4K television. It's an upgrade. It's not a next generation. It's not RDNA 5, all right? It's not RDNA 5. We're not like, you know, using RDNA 5, which apparently the next gen consoles will do that, including PlayStation 6. We're not using RDNA 5. So it's an upgrade, and it's really intended for those of you who want to appreciate these PlayStation 5 exclusives and the current third-party library of PlayStation uh, 5 third-party games and PlayStation 4 third-party games to enjoy the best possible clarity on your 4K television. It's an upgrade, no different than PlayStation 4 Pro. The only difference right now, what makes it a tough sell, as I said before, is the price tag. That's what makes it a tough sell. What makes it a tough sell is the price tag. If it wasn't for this price tag, I think this would be probably the best-selling console. If it was like 600, but the price tag that they're asking, it is just insane. I mean, even what's his name? Even Dreamcast guy said the same thing, dude. It's like it's insane. Everyone who has a PS5 Pro said the same thing, and they bought it when it was 700. But even at 700, they were still like, oh, it should be 600. But even Dreamcast guy said, it's insane. Everyone agrees with me on this. No one, even the biggest Sony fanboys are like saying, yeah, dude, like, can't justify this price tag, and it really sucks, man. I feel bad that, here's what I want to say. I feel bad that a lot of you cannot enjoy this, because I feel like you're missing out, dude. Like, and I'm like, man, if only they could experience this right now, because this is really good. Especially if you have a really good TV, and you're like, man, I have this great, amazing TV, and I want to feed this amazing, great TV. But the problem is, I can't justify, paying close to $1,000 for this. And I don't blame you, dude. It's really, you're close to 1,000. 957 is what? 957, dude. You're already at like. You're already at 1,000, bro. That's with the tax and everything. You're looking at like 957. That's $957, dude. And it's hard. It's a tough pill to swallow, dude. It really is, bro. It really is a tough sell. Is there a difference? And that's what you guys want to know. Yes, there is a difference. Clearly, there is a difference. I'm not blind. I know what I'm saying. But the only way you're going to realize that difference is if you have a really good 4K TV. Now, if you have a really good 4K TV and you already have a base PS5, oh, you will tell a difference. There is a difference. And even Digital Foundry has said that. But then again, the sad part is, it's a tough sell because of this ridiculous. The commercial is not wrong when it says enjoy every detail. I know I made fun of that commercial. The only reason I made fun of that commercial is because look at the price tag. Enjoy the price increase, right? Sony's not lying when they say enjoy every detail. They're not lying on that commercial. You are going to enjoy every detail, but at what price? Anyway, there will be more videos coming. There will be more tests. Look, I'm not trying to sell you PS5 Pro. I'm not here like, oh, I want to sell you PS5 Pro. I'm not doing that. I'm not making these videos to brag about it. Nor am I making these videos to act like some sort of a salesman. I'm not. I'm just simply saying it's a shame that not everyone can enjoy this because of this ridiculous price tag, which really is ridiculous. It really is mental. I mean, yeah, it is mental. Um, and and it's what I'm trying to do on these videos is like give you my honest opinion. So what have I learned today about the PS5 Pro? Is it a necessity? No, it's not. Do you really need this? Not really. Your base PS5 will do just fine. But if you're someone who has a really good high end 4K TV with all the bells and whistles, and you want to enjoy this game and other games in the best possible clarity, and you want to enjoy, the upcoming Wolverine and all these other games are coming out, and God of War and Silent Hill and Onimusha and Grand Theft Auto 6, hopefully this November, and Ace Combat 8. Then I guess if the money is not an issue, certainly you're going to benefit with this. There's certainly going to be a clarity in detail. You're going to benefit. But still, man, this is a tough sell. It's this, okay, PS5 Pro, it's a choice. It's not a necessity. It's an upgrade for those who want it. Just like PlayStation VR 2, it's there. It's not a necessity for those who want it. But the pricing is just, it's what's really hard to recommend it. And that's a sad part. That's what I'm trying to say. This is the sad part. This is great, but it's hard to recommend. Because the price tag is just ridiculous. It's mental. It's insanity. And then, how do I sell this? People are gonna say, "Are you crazy? Are you mental?" It's this would be like the toughest sell ever. Let's say I had to sell this console. Man, I don't know how. I could put on my best acting. I could do the best character acting, try to sell it, but no way I would be able to convince you to, to waste $1,000 in this, man. Just no way, dude. And this also makes me worried about the PlayStation 6. It's turning into a luxury now. The gaming has become a luxury, and that's another sad part. What's happening with the gaming industry right now, it's really, I hope this changes. Maybe it will change, because look, we don't know, man. I don't have a crystal ball. You don't have a crystal ball. I don't have a time travel machine. You don't have a time travel machine. I don't know what's going to happen next year or the year after. I'm optimistic, but if you have to pay this kind of cash for PS5 Pro, then what do you expect PlayStation 6, bro? yo, dude. I'm sorry, dude, but yo, it's insane. It'll become a luxury, dude. Seriously, yo, it's already becoming a luxury, dude, and that's not good, man. The gaming, it's only great when it's accessible, when it's easy to purchase and it's easy to access. It's easy for everyone to play. And we're not in that situation right now. We used to be 25 years ago. You could buy a PS2 for like 300, but you can buy games dirt cheap back then. But we're not in that situation right now, and that's what really sucks about the gaming today versus the gaming 25 years ago. And don't even get me started with building a PC. Building a PC, dude, it's super insane right now. Did you look at the yo? Just the memory, dude. how much you have to pay for the memory RAM? And then did you look at and see how much you have to pay for the SSD, solid state drive? A 2 terabyte, $300, bro. 2 terabytes SSD, 300. Yo, yo. But anyway, um, I'm sure you guys will agree with everything I just said here. I don't know what to tell you, man. I know you want me to sell you this. I'll go buy it. No, I can't, dude. Yes, it's great if you have a great TV, high-end TV to handle it. Yes, there's differences. I'm not going to sit here and lie. There are differences. Clearly, there are differences, and it'll look better. The games look better. They play better. The PS5 Pro enhanced versions. But then again, I told you about this broken CD record. Jesus Christ, the price, man. Good God, man. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next video. I have a lot of videos to test. So believe me, there's plenty of PS5 Pro enhanced games for me to test. So bear with me, okay? It's my first day today, so there'll be more tests, and then I'll talk more about what I think about different games. I think Silent Hill 2 certainly is the next game, and then Gran Turismo 7, and of course Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. PlayStation VR 2, I want to test that as well. I think a lot of you would like to know, well, what's it like to use a PlayStation VR 2 with um, uh, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 with the PS5 Pro, and then also what's it like um, to use a PSVR 2 with Gran Turismo 7. Of course, I want to test Gran Turismo 7, how it looks on the 4K TV, and also, of course, how it looks on PlayStation VR 2, because they did remove the foveated view, so now it's much cleaner and sharper. So I'll check that as well. Believe me, there's more games. I'm not even scratching the surface, dude. Okay. I hope you guys enjoy these videos. They're recorded in 4K. I'm not like giving you some 1080p, low resolution. I'm giving you a high resolution, Ultra HD, 4K. So I hope this gives you some uh, idea what the PS5 Pro it's all about. Okay. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you very much.